Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. You are able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll mainly discuss today organizational behavior. This is one important concept in your syllabus. What is organizational behavior? We'll understand the meaning, the concept. Organization, where more than one people join for a common goal. You can have that definition. And doing the work, that is organization. And behavior, human behavior. Behavior comes from psychology, sociology, anthropology. Whatever you are behaving by any action, that is behavior. There are multiple definitions given, and what are the common features in definition that also given in this slide. And what we'll study, how this behavior, what is the principles of behavior, how it is impacting to the organization, what are the different aspects of organization based on the human behavior. So we'll study that. It's a very much theoretical and analytical study. This is one definition. Organizational behavior is the study and application of knowledge about how people act within the organization, how people behave. That means it is human tools for the human benefits. It applies broadly to behavior of people in all type of organization, such as business, government, schools, etc. It helps people structure technology and the external environment blend together in an effective operating system. That means what? How human behavior is controlling lot of things in organization, in the culture, in the organizational output, profitability. So that is the study that says organizational behavior. That is the concept of organizational behavior. That means you are working with all human beings, all the people, and their behavior is important. Whatever you are doing, suppose in your home, everyone is soft, everyone is calm. So that your outcome, your activities, your home will be different. If everyone is angry, everyone is short-tempered, then that is different. So that means lot of things controlled by human behavior. There are a couple of definitions given here. The second definition field shows fields of study that investigate the impact and that individuals. That means you are studying the individual behaviors that impact individuals, groups, and structure have an organization for the purpose of applying such knowledge, improving an organizational effectiveness. That means you are analyzing the behavior, human psychology, human attitude, and how it is impacting your organization, your operation in your organization, your profitability of organization, and your everything is driven by the human behavior. That is what the analysis, that is what called the organizational behavior. If you observe the definition, there are three things written in the slide. So all these three things are there in every definition. The first thing is organizational behavior is the study of human behavior, is the analysis of human nature, human behavior. So you are studying the humanity, you are studying the human being. I mean, ଲୋକର କ'ଣ ମନୋଭାବ ସବୁ study କରୁଛ. Then second thing, study about the behavior in organization and how it is impacting to your organization, your business. That also you are analyzing, you are establishing that relationship. Study about the behavior in organization. Knowledge about human behavior would be useful in improving on organizational effectiveness. ତମେ ଯଦି ଏଇ ତିନିଟାଙ୍କ point ଦେଖିବ, it is there in the definition. Everything is there. The first thing is a study of human behavior. Second thing is how it is related to your organization, your behavior, study about behavior in your organization. Then the third thing is how that relationship is improving your organization, profitability, effectiveness, productivity. So these three things are related to, combination of three things are related to organizational behavior. So that is the main thing we'll study, and we'll discuss few principles behind it and how it is impacting the organization and what is the trend nowadays, how organization is performing, where the trend is going earlier to past and now. That we'll understand in couple of slides, mainly today. This is in your syllabus, organizational behavior. Related to that, there are a couple of important concepts which we'll read in the next class. But today we'll understand what is organizational behavior. We'll go to the next slide. We are talking about the concept of organizational behavior. What is the concept of organizational behavior? The people in the organization are coming from different background, different culture, different states, different caste, different color. So everything is different. So the first thing is individual differences. Areas, this you see any organization, if you are working, you can directly relate or it may be visualized for you. You have to think something. If you are working in a company, you can directly relate. That's what I mean. Suppose a big team, so there are many people working in that team, and they are coming from different religion, different culture, different language, different country or states. So individual differences that comes from psychology. Every person is different from the day of birth. Every person is unique, and personal experience makes the person more different than others. You take example of all population in your country, in your world, in your village. So no one is similar to others. मैं आज पर्यंत भी काहाकू गोटे एका दुईटा लोक देखी न समस्त बिहेवियर कल्चर कथबार्ता समस्त अलग केमी जन बिहेव कर कौन कर समस्त अलग नहीं काम करवा it's difficult. It's one way difficult. So that is what it is told that this is one concept, one significance of organizational behavior. So everyone is different, and you have everyone in the organization. You cannot discriminate anyone. Everyone in the organization are working for you. A whole person. The next principles, the next concept is whole person. Whole person means what? You are seeing everything. You are not asking someone for her certificate, or suppose one lady is working at your home for your home need. So you are recruiting a person, a lady. So you are not asking just because seeing her qualification or certificate. You are asking, you are seeing the experience. Suppose ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ମୋର କାମ ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ନଉଛି, ମୁଁ ଜଣକୁ ଦେଖୁଛି ତାର ମାନେ ମତେ ସେଇ ମୋମେଣ୍ଟରେ ହୁଏତ ସେ ଭଲ ଲାଗିପାରେ, କିମ୍ବା ମତେ ଲାଗିଲା କି ଇଜ୍ ଭେରି ହାର୍ଡ ୱାର୍କିଂ, ମୁଁ ତାକୁ କାମ ଦେବି। I am seeing the all aspect of the person. That means the behavior, the attitude, not only the skills, not only the degree, not only the qualification. If that person is useful for me, that is more important than the degree. You got this? That is what in the point mentioned, whole person. That means I am observing, I am evaluating the person from all aspects, not only by seeing the degree or certificate or checklist or skills. Caused behavior. Caused behavior means I am analyzing the person. Suppose you are calling a person, you are informing a person, you don't know what is the situation he is going through. I am not able to take your class tomorrow. You are thinking why sir is not taking the class. Maybe sir has a different problem, a bigger problem. So that is what caused person. You don't know what is the cause behind this. You are thinking something, you are assuming something. Most of the time, suppose one person, one of your friend told you to come your house, but he is not coming. She is not coming. That means what? You are thinking, okay, ସେ ମତେ ମିଛ କହିଲା, ଆସିପାରିଲାନି, କିନ୍ତୁ ତାର କିଛି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଥାଇପାରେ, ହୁଏତ ସେ କିଛି ମାନେ ମେଜର ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମରେ ଫସି ଯାଇଥିବାରେ ଆସିପାରିବନି। ତେଣୁ ତମେ ସେଗୁଡା ଜାଣିବା ଦରକାର। That is known as caused behavior. Human dignity. Human dignity ମାନେ କଣ? ସମସ୍ତେ ନିଜର ସେଲ୍ଫ ରେସ୍ପେକ୍ଟକୁ ଚାହାନ୍ତି। ତମେ ଯେକୌଣସି ଲୋକ ହଉ ତାକୁ ଅସମ୍ମାନ କରିପାରିବନି। You have to instruct, you have to tell with proper respect, you have to talk to the person similarly how you are talking with senior, whoever may be. It's a junior employee or senior employee. You have to give the proper respect to all. That is called dignity. Organization or social system. That means what? People who are working organization in the organization and the organization itself are driven a lot of social activities. Suppose in a society there is a big puja going on. That means your organization has some celebration. People who are working, they are in a mood of celebration. Suppose you are in a city, in that city, a big festival is going on. So if people who are in organization, they are also celebrating that festival. So you should promote them. So that means organization is impacting with the social system. Mutual interest. Mutual interest means both organization and people dependent on each other. Organization also need people, people also need organization. So they are dependent on each other. That is the mutual interest. The last thing is a holistic concept. That means all these points are analyzed and impacting the organizational behavior, organizational outcome, organizational profitability, the wellness of the organization, all this concept, that is the holistic concept, indicates that when all the above six concepts of organizational behavior are placed together, a holistic concept arises. This concept interprets the relationship between people and organization in terms of the whole person, entire group, entire organization, and the whole social system. That means all these concepts are driving, are enforcing, and are deciding the organizational activities, organizational behavior. So that is the study we are going to do in this concept, organizational behavior. This is a concept. This could be a question in your exam. We'll study another thing, how it is impacting the management. So what is the trend? How it is impacting the management? The first thing is globalization. Globalization means what? You are having office in different location, different culture, different country. So you are not confined to one location, one country. So you may have people from different country, different language, different culture. So that means your organization, your management is impacted by the people behavior, people residence, people activities, diversity, managing workforce diversity. So you'll have people with all type of gender, all type of religion, all type of age. You'll have people who are just from college, 25 or 30 years, or you'll have people of 50 plus years. You'll have people from different religions. You'll have people from different gender. You cannot say that I will recruit only men, not women. So that diversity you cannot restrict. Once you are growing, and this organizational behavior, this analysis is driving that. So you have to open on that, improving quality of productivity. What is that says? Suppose you have better people, you have positive people, you have energetic people, hardworking people. That means it is increasing your productivity, increasing your profitability, improving your quality. So that behavior, if a person is coming to your organization and he or she doesn't want to work, or he or she want to cheat, that means what? You are not getting that outcome. If a person is coming with very positive attitude and he wants to give 100%, he wants to do more work, that means your productivity, your profitability is going to increase. So the behavior of a person is driving your organization. So your productivity, your quality is improving based on the behavior of a person. Improving customer service. How it is impacting? Nowadays, customers are very careful, very knowledgeable. Suppose you are going to a doctor. Doctor is telling you have this problem. So what you are doing? You are coming and maybe you are not aware of those terms. You are searching in Google, you know more than a doctor. You know what happened to your body. Or you are buying something. You are buying a motorcycle or scooter or car, whatever. You are studying the review. You know the company, you know the brand, you know a lot of things on that. So that means customers are more aware nowadays. So that is another challenge for organs. That is one behavior of your, we want to know. Suppose you are buying a bike. You want to know more on that bike. You are buying a air conditioner. So you want to know more on air conditioner. What are the air conditioning system available in the market? What are the brand? What is the price? You know a lot of things. So you are comparing which is better, which is good, which is best. So when you are buying, you are asking the same thing to the dealer. So that means customers are more informative. So that is another challenge for the company. People skill. So when organization are working with people with the different gender, different age, different religions, so you have to automatically develop the people skill. How you are managing the people. Innovation and change. Innovation and change. What is that? Organizational behavior helps the stimulating innovation and change. That means in your organization, I was telling if a person is very positive, how it is improving the quality of productivity of the offshore organization. So it all depends on the person, whoever working in the organization. So if someone is very new and innovative and doing a lot of things in a different way, that means you are getting more profit. Your organization is a good direction. You are you are getting good productivity out of that. So it's all based on the person's attitude, quality, and the analysis. Promoting ethical behavior. What is ethical behavior? Suppose you are not you are not ethical. You don't apply ethics in your life. So that means you don't know, you cannot do what is wrong, what is right. Suppose you always tell lies. You don't know that speaking truth, speaking straightforward, speaking openly is a good thing. So you always tell lies. That means whenever required, you cannot tell truth. That is unethical. That is not good for your organization. So it all depends on the human psychology, human behavior, human nature. So if you have good person, it's promoting the ethical behavior of a person. So it's all depends on that. So main thing is how the human behavior is impacting the management. That's what we are discussing. The last thing is creating a positive work environment. If a person is good, so if a person is positive, if the team is positive, so you will have a good work environment. The atmosphere will be positive based on the team, based on the person, based on the worker. So it's all depends on the human behavior. What's your point? These are all important how one organization is impacted with human behavior. And how it is related to the management, organizational management. The first thing we understood what is organizational behavior. Then we understood what is the concept and what is the significance of organizational behavior, this thing. Then we discussed how it is related to the management, how your organization is driven from the human behavior. And one more thing we'll try to cover, will not take any break today. We'll try to cover this. The trend of ethical perspective overview. So, what is the trend? These are the points. This is there in syllabus, emergency trend and ethical perspective. Emergency trend. MNCs. MNCs you are aware of, multinational companies. MNCs. This is also we discussed. If you have organization in different places, you'll have different people. So that is one trend we are doing. We are learning a lot of good things out of it because we are not limited to one place. We are having office in different companies. So we are having people from different areas. So that means all these are positive trend. We are going cross-cultural environment. So if you are working in India and working in Dubai, working in America are different. Technically skilled workforce. So because of all these things, our people are skilled nowadays. We cannot restrict with one skill. We have to learn different culture, different language. So that pushing us, that facilitating us to more about that language. Smaller size workforce. Smaller size workforce, what is this? Working with small company, small group with big objective. Smaller size workforce. Flexible time and flexible place. This is something mostly work from home. ତମେ ଆଜି ଯୋଉଠି ଥିଲେ ବି କାମ କରିପାରିବ. Work flexible place. ଯେକୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ ଥାଅ ତମେ ଘରେ ଥାଅ କି କଲେଜରେ ଥାଅ କି ତମେ ଆଉ କୋଉଠି ଭ୍ୟାକେସନରେ ଥାଅ ତମେ କ୍ଲାସ ଜଏନ୍ କରିପାରିବ. That flexibility is given to you. Flexible time and flexible place. Communication. Nowadays, the communication is better. Suppose now we are working in a Zoom. I am teaching you and you are joining in the Zoom class. So that is an advanced communication. You don't have to come to college and I don't have to go to a classroom. So if you are sending any message, so you are using social media site or any message system or WhatsApp. So that communication, that type of communication was not there earlier. So we are advancing that aspect. So that means that is a good trend of our organization. Paperless office. Paperless, what is that? We are consuming less paper. Nowadays you are not depending on the notes you are searching in the Google or you are writing or you are preparing from that. You are not applying any, you are not writing any notes, you are depending on the more emails. You are not buying a paper and writing letter to your friends. Emails are best example for paperless. Contingency workforce. Contingency workforce means you are having more people for any disaster. You are having ad hoc team. That is contingency workflow. Because your organization, your environment, your society is forcing you to do that. Gender role equality. This also we discussed. You are not able to discriminate between boys and girls. Nowadays, even this century, we are thinking that suppose when you are recruiting, you are not deciding, okay, I will recruit only boys, no girls, or I will recruit only girls, no boys. So you are not able to discriminate in that side. Individualism and collectivism. There are people who wants to work in single, like they are good in individual level. If you put them in the groups, they cannot work. And there are people who are good in groups, they cannot work individually. So you have to study those peoples. Based on that, you have to assign the work. Social loafing, managing chance, diversity. Social loafing, what? How the people are driven from the society. This is also I discussed some time back. So that is driving our organization, and we're going in a trend to understand the society and how things are related in a society. Everything is related. So in organization, all the department, all the aspects are related, all the divisions are related, like society. Managing change. Managing change means because of all these differences, because of all these problems, you are able to manage lot of things. You are managing the things in a well manner. Diversity. Diversity is related to the equality same. So lack of discrimination between people group who are in a diversity group. Could be girls, it could be religions, it could be gender. What diversity can relate to anything. The last one is human resource management system, HRM. So there are so many aspects of human resource which are not mentioned here. That is also taken care or growing or in a positive trend of ethical pursuit. Ethical pursuit is driven from all this aspect, and this is one overview. If a question is coming on this area, OB, organizational behavior, I'm talking on OB. So these are the points you remember. Once you understand the concept, you can write a lot of things. There are some other concept on this we'll read in the next class. Like you have human perception, human thoughts, these are related to this, human psychology. We'll read that more on this. So human behavior is something, an important concept. You can ask me any question if you have on this. Hello? Hello?